So it seems like it happened again. Wuthering Waves is currently under attack, I guess you could say, from Genshin Impact / Horrorverse fans in their latest update announcement. Now, if you don't know, Wuthering Waves is actually gearing up for their version 2.2 update, and by the time this video is actually released, they should have had the full live stream. And again, I'm hoping it's amazing. I'm hoping there's some good stuff in it. We've obviously seen, you know, Cantarella, other characters like that are coming to the game, which again has excited a lot of players. Well, obviously, as Wuthering Waves keeps excelling and doing very, very good, it seems like there are some people over in the Genshin Impact sphere and also in some other spheres as well that aren't very happy with Wuthering Waves' success, so they feel the need to go directly and actually try to, I guess, warn people about Wuthering Waves, which is honestly the stupidest thing I've ever seen. And in this video, we're going to be going through everything you need to know about this situation and also what Kuro Games is doing to improve, you know, this kind of stuff in general, because again, it does get kind of crazy. But before I get into this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and also go to Game Service, use my code KAZA. Again, they got a ton of really cool stuff over there, and obviously, as you guys are probably a big fan of Tectone as well, I think our audiences kind of cross over. He actually has a new flavor called Happy Juice out at the moment, so if you guys want to go get that, use my code KAZA, get 10% off. Again, it's supposed to be like a kind of apple kind of flavor, so I definitely recommend checking it out and going and getting it, because again, it's 10% off. Why not? But let's get back into the video. So this is just one of the many posts from many content creators have actually talked about this. I think Tectone also actually talked about this, and also some other people shared this one screenshot, and what Stick says here, and pretty much he's saying, Genshin Impact players, why do Wuthering Waves players always mention Genshin Impact? And it says also Genshin Impact players. Now this is a screenshot from the live chat of the special broadcast for version 2.2. Now this is a broadcast which is set to come out, you know, it should have been already out now, and obviously they have a live chat before, you know, the show actually even starts and anything like that, which obviously has a ton of people talking in there, talking about, you know, maybe they're excited for the update, maybe they're excited for what's in the special program, but also you got people like this who tend to spam the chats with a ton of stuff, you know, saying, oh, play Genshin, leave wuwa. And obviously these people are spamming the chat saying, please leave wuwa, we welcome you to play the best game of all time, Genshin. Here the devs actually care about you, unlike wuwa devs, which again, obviously it's the complete opposite. Let's be honest, not very many developers care at all, even like Kuro Games, you know, obviously they do listen to a lot of player feedback, but I think the main motivator for this is the fact that, you know, they make a lot of money by listening, which again, obviously is great, and it works out for both of us, but I don't think any company really cares that much, and especially not Horrorverse, which these people are spamming here. And obviously this comes from multiple accounts. Obviously this one has a Lingsha profile picture, I think, you know, we've got some other people as well, and also Genshin Defender with a Farina profile picture, which does make me think some of these accounts might be there to bait people into, you know, making content like this, talking about it, because I feel like, you know, these might not actually be actual Genshin players. I feel like this might be people just trying to stir the pot in terms of, you know, trying to make one community mad at another, but still I think a couple of these mixed in are actually legitimate because they obviously see this being spread, so they decide to copy and paste it in the chat. Now the way that they got around this obviously is because they've added a 3 to Genshin, meaning that the filter system doesn't block it anymore, and this is something that happens every single time. Every single time the special broadcast actually happens, something similar to this happens, and the moderators don't catch on to it later. Now, I actually looked at it now, I went on it over on YouTube, and it seems like there's nothing there. You know, people are talking about, you know, oh, I'm going to be pulling on Cantarella, on Zany, on this character, on that character, which again is great, and obviously that means the chat is kind of reverted back to normal. But again, every single time a special broadcast comes out, you know, these Genshin Impact go ahead and spam the chat, which obviously backs up Styx' statement there, saying, you know, they always say, oh, why do you talk about Genshin Impact so much? Well, it's the fact that you got people like this obviously saying, oh, Genshin better, wuwa bad, stuff like that, which again just adds fuel to the fire, and it's just kind of unnecessary, especially on a special broadcast. Now, if you want to go make a video and talk about why Genshin Impact is better than Wuthering Waves and do some critical analysis of it, go ahead. I think a lot of people would really like to see that and see why you actually think that Genshin Impact is better than Wuthering Waves and provide some actual factual things, rather than just going into the chat going, oh, I think it's better because it's better, you know? And it's just like, oh, come on. This happens every single time. But in terms of actually improving version 2.2 and improving Wuthering Waves in general, it seems that they are making some changes as well. This is a little bit of a switch up of topic, but pretty much Kuro Games also released some kind of stuff there talking about a new job description. They're hiring a numerical planning position for battle and gameplay, and the job description says responsible for improving and expanding the combat numerical framework of Wuthering Waves, making it more interesting and in-depth. Responsible for combat numerical experience of large-scale gameplay, improving strategy and replayability, and responsible for the long-term development of new capabilities. Other requirements are more than 5 years of numerical planning experience, experience in long-term operation of online projects, and experience in independently responsible for combat numerical modules. Have excellent top planning skills. Priority will be given to those who have a deeper experience with Wuthering Waves and are familiar with 2D card games. Experience in action game products is preferred. So again, it seems like they are hiring some new positions in terms of trying to improve the combat. Obviously, we saw with wuwa, they said that they were going to improve it for version 2.2 and also beyond, which again is really great to see. And a lot of people are kind of speculating that they fired someone, that they fired a couple of the members of the team that actually worked on wuwa, and maybe even Tower of Adversity as well, which again, I don't think that's entirely true. I don't think that's like a full-on fact. I don't think anyone has really talked about that. I think people would just think it's a funny joke, but maybe that could be the case. We don't really know. It's one of those things where it's just like up to speculation. But again, they are looking to improve it. I'm very interested by the 2D card game thing. I don't know if they're talking about like the style of the, Depths of Elusive round one, where you get to pick some buffs on a card, or if they're actually planning on making a card game like a TCG. I honestly, if they make a TCG, that might be terrible, and I never want that to happen. I've got a little bit of PTSD from the Genshin Impact TCG. That was not good at all. And hopefully they do find a good numerical planner, because it proves that they are trying to improve their game actively and that they're doing it quickly. This is one thing that Kuro Games likes to do a lot, is they like to kind of, hire positions very, very quickly. We've seen it happen before with other problems. They will go ahead and, put out a job listing for a new position very quickly, like days, 2 days after an issue has actually occurred. And it's very good to see that they're being very quick with how they're doing it, and being very quick with how they're actually going, oh, okay, we actually need to get someone on board with this so that, we can fix this very quickly. Which again, just adds to the whole, Wuthering Waves, Kuro Games, listen type thing, because hopefully in a couple of updates time, this numerical planner will hopefully have a big role to play in some of the future game modes and stuff we see coming to Wuthering Waves. Because again, people were severely disappointed with Whimpering Wastes, and also, some people were disappointed with some of the other end game modes as well. So hopefully, someone like this, and also the current team that are working on it, can hopefully improve some different strategies and how they actually go ahead and make a different kind of gameplay, different kind of rules, different kind of modes or whatever, to make it more enjoyable for the player. Because honestly, it is one of the things that keeps players playing, and having good end game is going to be a very vital part in retaining a lot of players during those updates. Because I'm gonna be real, I haven't been playing much Wuthering Waves like recently. I've been logging in every single day to do my dailies and farm my wave plate stuff and everything like that. But in terms of endgame and stuff, I just haven't really been bothered, because it hasn't really excited me. I haven't even played the new wuwa because again, it hasn't really excited me at all. And that's mainly due to, the update kind of going on a little bit of a down trajectory. And obviously once this 2.2 stuff actually comes out and there's even more stuff about, even more updates, again, the hype will be back and hopefully there'll be even more to do. And I hope that this position helps to be even more to do in the game in the future that is a bit more exciting and, captures the attention of players. But yeah, those are two things that are going on in the Wuthering Waves community right now. Obviously, the first one is kind of crazy. This is something that happens every single program, and I'll talk about it every single program, because obviously, people do say stuff like Six was saying in his tweet, like, Genshin Impact players saying, like, why do Wuthering Waves players always mention Genshin? Well, this is one of the main reasons why we always mention Genshin, because, the players go absolutely crazy. But again, it is a crazy situation overall. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this. Do you think that, they should get some better mods to get in the live stream? And also let me know what you think about the whole Kuro Games hiring new staff for the wuwa game mode, because again, it is very exciting to see that they are looking to make some upgrades for that kind of stuff, and just make upgrades to the future in general. And hopefully one of the upgrades can be better mods to the live streams. So if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And also go to game subs, as I said, use my code Kazza, go get that happy juice. Again, 10% off, easy. It's easy. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.